Welcome into DRF Daily, DRF Sports' daily betting live stream coming at you every single weekday at around 11 a.m. We're handing out some winners. We're handing out some best bets each and every weekday using DRF Sports Pro data to inform our decisions. If you love the data and you want to get in on the action, head to drf.com/sports and click the register link up in the top right corner. You can also sign up for our newsletter that's hitting your inbox every single weekday as well with some best bets. You can sign up for that in the bottom right corner. And if you don't want to commit to all of that, you can follow us on Twitter at DRF_sports. If you're watching on Twitter, thank you so much for tuning in. You can also keep up to date on YouTube. Just type in DRF Sports on YouTube. Like and subscribe there, and you can keep up to date with live betting live streams coming at you every single weekday on Twitch. Do whatever you do on Twitch as well, and if you're watching on Twitch, thank you for tuning in. We have a chocked full slate of MLB Best Bets today. We're starting with Rays, Reds. Going from there, we're going up into the Northeast, Yankees, Red Sox, and then Blue Jays, Mariners, a 10-10 late start, looking to finish our night off with a bang. Those are our three MLB best bets, and if you stick around long enough, our featured free game of the day, it's the game everyone's been clamoring for, honestly. It's Brewers-Pirates. I mean, who doesn't want some free data when it comes to the Brewers and the Pirates? I know I do. I want to dive deep into a Milwaukee-Pittsburgh showdown. So that'll be our featured free game of the day. And then, yeah, that's it for the weekend. We have some fantastic stuff coming your way over on drf.com/sports. A lot of exciting stuff coming down the pipe for you all with DRF Sports. So without further ado, let's break down these games. Let's start off with the Rays, Reds. 45-37 Rays looking to keep pace in the AL East, looking to pull away a bit from the Red Sox, who lost last night to the Yankees. They're taking on the lowly Cincinnati Reds. Reds are plus 155 tonight in Cincinnati. First pitch slated for 6:40 p.m. Shane McClanahan gets the start for Tampa. Luis Castillo gets the start for the Reds. So let's see who has the edge in this one. We're going to go over to drf.com/sports, look at all of this fantastic information. Our power line makes it about minus 168 for Tampa, so not a lot of change there, as the line from Vegas is at minus 165. This is game one of the series, and coming into tonight, the Reds have rotated wins and losses over their last six, going 3-3, finding no real rhythm. Meanwhile, Tampa's 5-1 over its last six. Shane McClanahan, a left-hander, 9-3 with a 1.74 ERA. The Reds this season have been atrocious, not only overall, but also against left-handed pitchers. They're 10 games below. Well, they're 10 games below 500. They're sitting at 7-17 against left-handers, and they average less runs per game. They hit the ball a little bit better, but they just aren't able to create runs against left-handers. So with all of that, the pick for tonight is going to be Tampa Bay minus 165 against the Reds. There's not a lot happening, as my dog is whining in the background. There's not a lot more to say about this game. I mean, Luis Castillo is coming in with a 3.09 ERA. So not a bad pitcher, Luis Castillo, but when he's going against Shane McClanahan and a solid Rays lineup, give me the Rays all day, every day. I don't think the Reds can pull off this upset. Moving from there, we're going into the game of the weekend, and it's the game of the day each and every single day up until Sunday when they finish off this 4-game set on ESPN. Yankees play the Red Sox. Yankees 60-23, coming off of a fantastic Game 1 win of this series. They're now 3-1 against Boston this season. Boston still has a winning record against the Yankees over the last 3 seasons in Boston. But the Yankees, fantastic game last night, highlighted by Josh Donaldson's grand slam. Garrett Cole went 6 innings, I believe, 5 earned. So not a fantastic outing from the Yankees ace, and they still got the win. That was also without Aaron Judge in the lineup or Anthony Rizzo. They still might be out tonight, which I think is why the Yankees are minus 130 and not a little more, because our power line thinks there is some fantastic value in Yankees Red Sox tonight in favor of the Yankees. It's actually now minus 140, so it's coming down in the Yankees' favor. But there's still a lot of value there. If you're going Yankees minus 140, minus 130, whatever your book is saying, the power line makes this minus 246 in favor of the Yankees. So a lot of value on New York, on the Bronx Bombers. Nestor Cortes, the man. Nestor Cortes gets the start for the Yankees. He's 7-3 this season with a 2.44 ERA. And getting the start for Boston's Connor Seabold, and this is an absolute pitcher mismatch. Seabold 0-1 this season, 8.3 ERA. This is going to be just his third start of the season, and he's going up against Nestor Cortes, the man, the myth, the mustache, who is 7-3 with a 2.44 ERA. Cortes has struggled a little bit over his last 3 starts. He's just had one decision, which was a win, but he has like a 4.09, something like that, a 4+ ERA. So not a fantastic last 3 showings. Cortes had a fantastic start to the season. And nevertheless, going up against Connor Seabold, who's 0-1 with an astronomically high ERA, I'm favoring Nestor, with also the fact that there's rumors, there's rumblings, Judge and Rizzo, or half of that duo, will be back in the lineup. And pair that with the fact that they were able to hang up 6 runs on the Red Sox last night without Rizzo, without Judge. Josh Donaldson steps up. I think Joey Gallo had a solid day. So give me the Yankees minus 140 here, possibly an over. Maybe just because Seabold isn't that great. I think the Yankees are going to be able to get to him, hit a couple dingers, and put up some runs, and I think the Red Sox will keep pace. Like I said yesterday on this game, I think this is going to be another fantastic game. I mean, when these two play each other, the best come out of both. But Yankees 3-1 against Boston. They've had Boston's number. They're now, I think, 1-0 in Boston this season at Fenway. I really like the value for the Yankees. If you get Judge back, if you get Rizzo back, if you get both back, I think this number falls drastically down. I think it goes to minus 200 very quickly for the Yankees. But as of right now, you can get it around minus 130, minus 140. And even without Rizzo and Judge, I think that's some fantastic value, as the Yankees are the cream of the crop in the MLB this season. Moving on from Yankees, Red Sox, we're going into Blue Jays, Mariners, and I just have to pose the question to everyone. Are the Mariners back? Is this the mid-season Mariners? I think it might be. Last 3, the Mariners have won outright as the underdog. They've won 8 of their last 9. They won last night against the Blue Jays. They were plus 100 last night. It's about minus 107, minus 105 apiece for these two. Ross Stripling gets the start for the Blue Jays. George Kirby will be getting the start for the Mariners. Stripling this season is a 3-3 with a 3.16 ERA. George Kirby, on the other hand, a 2-3 record with a 3.75 ERA. So some solid, not great, but solid pitching coming into this one. I'm going to go Mariners. Last 2 seasons, the Mariners are 24-6 straight up against teams that are fantastic in the field. They commit less than half an error per game, and that's the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are a really buttoned-up defensive team, especially out in the field. And pair that with the fact that Seattle, over these last 3 where they've won straight up as underdogs, they've won those by 6 runs, 4 runs, and 5 runs, respectively. They beat the Blue Jays last night by 5. And tonight I'm getting them at minus 107. Our power line actually thinks at some good value on the Mariners as they make this more like minus 129. Odds have shifted just a little bit over the last 30 minutes. Toronto now plus 100. Seattle has now become the favorite at minus 110. Just about an hour ago, the Blue Jays were minus 108, and they were favored on the run line. Now the Mariners are minus 110, and Our simulator thinks it's about a 4-4 game, very even. But the Seattle offense, which had been struggling all season, has come up big as of late. Toronto averages more runs. They have the more potent offense. But I have faith in George Kirby, and the midseason Mariners are a real thing. I think they're going to turn it around, pick up a few more wins ahead of the All-Star break, and then I think we'll see in the second half of the season, they'll make a real push to the postseason. So give me the Mariners in this one at minus 107. I'm going with George Kirby. I think there's a lot of faith to be had in the Mariners, especially as they're rounding into mid-season form. So those are our 3 MLB best bets. We're going Tampa minus 165. We're going Yankees minus 130. And we're going Mariners minus 110. We really like the favorites here in this MLB Best Bets portions of today's DRF Daily. So you can find all of that data on drf.com/sports. We can register up in the top right corner, or you can just check out all of the free data we give out on a daily basis. But if you want real insights, real in-depth analysis, real in-depth betting angles and trends, go ahead and register. Some fantastic insights coming your way on drf.com/sports. We're moving from that game, as my dog's howling in the background, to our featured free game of the day. Boom, I mentioned it earlier, Pirates Brewers. Fantastic game. I mean, that's what everyone's been clamoring for, not Yankees, Red Sox. Everyone's clamoring for Pittsburgh, Milwaukee. First pitch slated for 8:10 p.m. Eastern on Apple TV+. I should also mention Blue Jays Mariners on Apple TV+ as well. Drop a comment wherever you're watching. Do you enjoy Apple TV Plus's MLB coverage? I'm not sure how I feel on it. I feel like it's too app-like. I feel like when I'm checking out my phone, like that's what the home run notification looks like, rather than what Fox does or ESPN or anything like that. So in the comments, drop. Do you like Apple TV Plus's coverage of MLB baseball? I don't know. But with that being said, it's the first game of the series tonight. The 34-49 Pirates come into Milwaukee to face off against the 47-37 Brewers. Milwaukee's 8-2 against Pittsburgh this season as they head into this first game of the series. And Milwaukee's dominated this rivalry, I guess, over the last 3 seasons. 30-13 against Pittsburgh in Milwaukee last 3 years. Milwaukee's 58-38 straight up, no matter where they play, over the last 3 years as well. Both teams come in 2-2 over their last 4, but the real fun part about this game, and also I think why I'm favoring the over as well, it's a lean, it's not a best bet. I'm favoring the over because both of these pitchers are not good. JT Brubaker gets the start for the Pirates. He's 2-7 this season with a 4.28 ERA, right? Not good. He averages about 1 strikeout an inning, but 2.4 runs per start and about half a run per inning. Not a great split. Meanwhile, on the other side, Aaron Ashby's getting the start for the Brewers. He's 1-6 with a 4.6 ERA. And last start was against Pittsburgh back on July 2nd. He went 3 2/3, allowed 4 runs, 2 bombs, and he picked up a tough loss. So I think the question is, whose offense do you trust more in this game? And I'm going Milwaukee. The offense that scores nearly 1 whole run more than Pittsburgh's offense does. The offense that has nearly .015 more on their average. The offense that gets on base more, and the offense that slugs it out a lot more. Oh, and the offense that has nearly 20 more home runs than Pittsburgh, and they're at home. Give me Milwaukee all day, every day in this one. While they have struggled this season as favorites, they're, I believe, 10 games below 500 when they're favored on the money line. So they don't necessarily cover, and they'll be in close games when they're favorites. I'm going straight up. I'm going the money line. And the public's actually been on Pittsburgh a little bit more. When this was written just a few hours ago, Milwaukee was minus 210. They've come up to minus 200. I think that's fantastic value. Our power line doesn't think that's fantastic value. They think this line's more like minus 166. But with 2 absolutely abysmal pitchers, whose offense do you trust more? And I just broke it down. The Brewers just have more potent bats in the lineup. It feels like the Pirates just have O'Neal Cruz, and I think they can probably shut it down. And the bullpen for Milwaukee, is not terrible, so they might get to Ashby soon. But last time out, the Pirates scored 7. 4 of them came in the first 3 2/3 innings against Aaron Ashby. And if you threw Ashby's runs out, the Brewers won that game 4-3. So with all that, I'm going Brewers minus 200, minus 210. I think it's a fantastic breakdown, and you can get all of the latest data, all of our free game of the day stuff on drf.com/sports. If you want to break down this game of the day, click Game of the Day tab up on the top of our page. Some fantastic insights, everything like that. So with all that, let's break down today's best bets recap. Tampa Bay minus 165 against the Reds. I think that's an easy pick. We got 2 certified Gold Star best bets after yesterday's 3-2 day. We're sitting at 37 and 31, and normally our Fridays are fire Fridays. Yankees minus 130 against the Red Sox. Certified Gold Star pick, folks. We're also going Mariners minus 107. It's about minus 110 now, as the Blue Jays were favored about an hour ago. As more money's come in, as the line has been open for longer, it's now flipped. Blue Jays are plus 110, Mariners minus 110. But that's a certified Gold Star pick too. The value, they think this Mariners team, it's more like a minus 126, minus 130 favorite. So give me Mariners minus 107. And then featured free game of the day, Brewers minus 210 against the Pirates. They're minus 200 now. It seems like the money's coming in on the Pirates just a little bit. Maybe the Sharps know something I don't, but I'm going by the pure numbers. I'm going by what our power line says, and our power line and simulators tell me. Give me Milwaukee every single day, twice on Sundays. And also, I'm leaning the over. I'm leaning the over on this breakdown. If you see here, our simulator likes it to be about a 9-run game. The total is set at 8. I think there's a lot of value in the over, as well as both pitchers aren't great. Both pitchers have a 4+ ERA. Both pitchers have terrible losing records. Both pitchers have about a 1.4 whip. So a lot of the things are in favor of the over in that one. So thank you so much for tuning into DRF Daily, DRF Sports' betting live stream, coming at you every single weekday at around 11 a.m. on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. We hope to see you on Monday after we have a nice Fire Friday, 4-0. I'm feeling it. Let's finish this week out hot. Let's have a profitable weekend. Follow us on Twitter at DRF_sports. Like and subscribe us on YouTube at DRF Sports there as well. And on Twitch, guess what? We're DRF Sports there too. So go ahead, give us a follow. Check out everything we have going on DRF.com/sports. And if you're in Iowa, attention Iowans, bet with DRF Sportsbook. Head to ia.drf.com or check us out on the Apple App Store, Google Play Store. Bet our free daily boosts under the My Free Bets tab on your account. Lots of fantastic boosts coming at you each and every day to make your days profitable. Have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you on